Good morning. You're listening to Slices of Wenatchee. We're excited to bring you a closer look at one of our top stories and other important happenings every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today, most power has been restored around Leavenworth, but crews are still clearing debris and repairing lines as Chelan County enters the weekend with a cautious eye on the forecast. Before we continue, have you joined Neighbor yet? If not, download the app today and join local conversations about issues that matter. Neighbor is a site just for our local community focused on facts, not misinformation. Best of all, it's free for everyone. To learn more, visit wenatcheeworld.com/NABUR. Now, let's jump in. After a week marked by flooding, power outages, and road closures, recovery is well underway across western Chelan County. But it's far from over. Chelan PUD reports that most customers now have power again after more than 3,400 homes and businesses lost service earlier this week in areas spanning Leavenworth, Tumwater Canyon, and Dryden. Officials said Friday that full restoration was on track by nightfall, though isolated outages may continue. Rachel Hansen, spokesperson for Chelan PUD, said a dozen crews, about 75 workers, are focused on restoring both electricity and fiber internet to the area, working outward from the Leavenworth substation and hitting one neighborhood at a time. Crews are replacing broken poles, clearing down trees, and making fiber repairs along key routes. The work is intensive, and it's expected to stretch through the weekend. Residents can expect temporary traffic delays and single-lane closures in areas like Chumstick Highway and side roads where large trucks and heavy equipment are in operation. Despite the progress, Hansen urged the public to stay alert and give crews the space they need to work safely. Major travel routes remain impacted. Highway 2 is closed in both directions from milepost 35 near Stevens Pass to milepost 99 in Leavenworth. The State Department of Transportation plans to reassess the conditions on Monday, but for now, access remains limited. Meanwhile, emergency officials say floodwaters are beginning to recede, though the damage has been extensive. On Thursday, 32 people were rescued from homes near Leavenworth and Lake Wenatchee. As of Friday morning, no additional rescues were needed, but cleanup remains a top priority, especially in the city of Leavenworth and surrounding areas. Sergeant Jason Reinfeld with Chelan County Emergency Management said the biggest focus now is removing debris and reopening blocked roads and access points. While the core of Leavenworth is slowly returning to functionality, he said that full cleanup will take time, and some facilities, including City Hall and the public library, remain closed. Utility infrastructure is still running on generator power. City Administrator Matthew Selby said conditions have improved thanks to help from local and regional partners, including a cleanup crew from the Cascadia Conservation District. Support services are ongoing as well. The American Red Cross is sheltering displaced residents at Christ Center Church in Kashmir, and while Leavenworth's Christmastown events are expected to return by December 20th, officials are urging visitors to stay away this weekend as the city continues to recover. Selby said power is still out in parts of town, food options are limited, and accommodations may not be fully operational. And without the usual holiday lighting, the festive atmosphere simply isn't there. Sergeant Reinfeld echoed the sentiment, urging travelers to reconsider any plans to visit. An influx of tourists right now, he said, would only slow the restoration process. Looking ahead, the National Weather Service is forecasting another weather system early next week, with a 40% chance of rain starting Sunday. Hansen said residents should stay ready, keep batteries charged, stock up on non-perishable food and water, and be prepared in case conditions change quickly. For more, head over to wenatcheeworld.com. Are you passionate about the issues shaping North Central Washington? Then you won't want to miss the Wenatchee World Forum at Pybus. This monthly event brings together newsmakers and the community to dive into the topics that matter most. It's your chance to engage, ask questions, and be part of the conversation shaping our region's future. Have questions or need more info? Visit wenatcheeworld.com/forum. Now, a few other stories you should know about. President Donald Trump has approved Washington State's request for federal emergency assistance following this week's storms. The declaration, announced Friday, allows FEMA to support storm response and recovery across 16 counties, including Chelan. It also extends to tribal nations in affected areas. Governor Bob Ferguson said the declaration followed a bipartisan request from the state's congressional delegation. Local officials say it opens the door to key funding and faster access to resources as communities rebuild. Around 100 residents near Cedar Brae Road in Lake Wenatchee are without wastewater service after a sewer line break was discovered during storm cleanup. Chelan PUD issued an emergency shutoff Friday evening and is asking those affected not to flush toilets or dispose of any wastewater until repairs are completed. A Wenatchee-based developer has proposed a 288-home subdivision just outside East Wenatchee. The Cascadia North project would span 85 acres and unfold over 12 phases during the next decade. Designed for middle to high-income residents, the development is expected to house nearly 900 people at full build-out. CAFE, the Community for the Advancement of Family Education, has moved into a larger building in Wenatchee as part of a major step toward establishing a multicultural community center. The nonprofit purchased the former Chelan Douglas Community Action Council building at 620 Lewis Street, which will now host both CAFE and the Northwest Family Services Institute under one roof. Leaders say the new space will allow expanded programming, including youth mentoring, ESL classes, and behavioral health support. A ribbon cutting is planned for March, with a long-term goal of building a larger, permanent community hub in the future. Thanks for listening. For more information on all the stories you heard today, visit us at WenatcheeWorld.com. The Wenatchee World has been engaging, informing, and inspiring North Central Washington communities since 1905. We encourage you to subscribe today to keep your heart and mind connected to what matters most in North Central Washington. Thanks for starting your morning with us, and don't forget to subscribe to Slices of Wenatchee wherever you listen to podcasts.